name is Tim Kovar, and we are nestled here in the Southern Oregon mountains at the moment. What we're going to do today is do what's known as recreational tree climbing. I personally like to refer to it as inspirational tree climbing. The tree that we're going to be climbing this afternoon is a ponderosa pine. It is approximately about 500 years old. The most challenging part of accessing the canopy is getting your lines up into the treetops. Firing. So then once we get the throw line up and over the branch, we go ahead and we tie our climbing rope onto that, and then we pull the climbing rope on up. Now this is a wild tree that we're climbing. It has been climbed before, but there's a lot of deadwood up there. So if you hear me yell headache, resist the temptation of looking up, because if you look up, chances are something could be coming right into your face. Headache. The gear that we're using today is actually designed by New Tribe. We have put up over 65,000 people worldwide, and to date, no major accidents. We are like an ant up in the tree too, our weight. These branches are hundreds of pounds, so with our little bit of body weight on it, it's like an ant walking up here. You know, you're definitely entering into another world and other beings' homes, so it's very important to, as you climb, to be aware and be very respectful of what's going on as well. But the beautiful thing about this activity too is anytime you want to relax, you can just let go of everything and hang in one spot. It's a very passive activity. It is really a unique way to connect with the forest and with nature, just hanging like a spider in between two trees 150 to 200 feet up in the air. You know, we really try with the New Tribe and myself to make the trees accessible to anybody who wants to be up there. There's so much, you know, wisdom and love up here that we just want to share it with everyone. Climbing into these trees is like, you know, climbing into the elders of the forest. Something that's been around for, you know, quite a few hundred years, and you start to see the view that the tree actually had as it was growing as well. A lot of people ask me, you know, what do you do when you get up in the treetop? And it's like, everything, you know, but nothing. You know, it's almost like it is a meditation for me, you know. The climbing is kind of the ritual or the ceremony, and then once you get up there, it's kind of the enlightening, you know, the satori going off, a view that not many ground dwellers get. I started doing tree climbing with ropes and harnesses about 15 years ago. I was looking for a way to touch people, touch people's hearts, and get them re-educated about the earth. You know, we need to spread the word and spread the news of what's actually happening in the trees, in the forest, and on the planet. I made the move out to Oregon about 2 years ago from Atlanta, Georgia, because nobody was teaching tree climbing out here in the Northwest. And this is the place where, you know, we really need some desperate attention to the trees and to the forest. Unfortunately, some of these old growth forests are still being logged and cut down, and it's kind of my mission, along with New Tribe, the company that I work with, to spread that awareness to the general public that there is something more with these trees besides just lumber and the cost of lumber. It's also a way to get people reconnected with the earth and get people back out into nature. So the overall picture, my overall goal today and forever from here on out is just to let people know that a healthy forest also brings healthy life for everyone, everything that lives in that forest. Tree climbing is more of a place to be than a thing to do. Once you start going up, you watch the world kind of fall down below you. Along with that, all your daily problems and, you know, whatever's going through your mind kind of floats away as well, and you really start to enter into what is known as tree time. And this is where you kind of get into that timelessness of the trees, and an hour can turn into 5 hours or 5 seconds. The longest I've spent in the tree without coming down, 3 days. I joke around that, you know, it's taken us, 100,000 years of evolution to get out of the trees, and here I am trying to put us back up in the trees, you know. I think we're kind of screwing things up down there on the ground, so it's get up and start over. I think it's something hardwired in us, you know, through evolution, is that we always found safety up in the trees, you know, from our predators. And I think for a lot of people, when they get back up into the trees, there's that primordial sense of security up there, especially now with ropes and harnesses. So mentally, we can put our mind to rest and really tap back into that.